This is how face coverings can stop the spread of coronavirus. Now, this isn't a scientific experiment. The droplets are going to be significantly bigger and the spray will have a lot more force than when you or I might talk, cough or sneeze, but you'll get the idea. This is what happens without a face covering. No surprise, droplets everywhere. And this is what happens with a face covering. You can see that no droplets or hardly any have made it to the mirror. This mask needs to go in the bin though. Obviously, you can't see COVID-19 in the same way, but the virus is spread when droplets are sprayed into the air when infected people talk, cough or sneeze. So face coverings can really help stop these droplets infecting anyone else. And that's why it's now compulsory to wear face coverings in shops and supermarkets in England. In Scotland, it's already a requirement to wear face coverings in shops. In Northern Ireland, people need to wear face coverings on most public transport. And soon the same rule will apply in Wales, but the face coverings will need to be 3 layers thick. Why are the rules changing in England now? There's been a lot of debate about how effective face coverings are in stopping the spread of the virus. Some experts have been calling for them to be made compulsory since March, but it wasn't until June when the government made wearing face coverings compulsory on public transport. In early July, Boris Johnson was seen wearing a face covering in public for the first time and said there is more evidence that wearing face coverings helps protect people from the virus. And that's why they're being made mandatory in some instances. Why are they called face coverings and not masks? The government prefers the term face covering because face masks, like the popular N95 mask, they want kept for medical staff. Also, the term face covering leaves room for people to make their own homemade versions, like this one. Where will you be required to wear face coverings? In shops and supermarkets and on public transport, but this doesn't include taxis. However, companies like Uber have made them compulsory, though office workers are not expected to wear them. What happens if you don't wear a face covering? You could be refused travel on public transport or refused entry into a shop or supermarket. Police have the powers to enforce these measures and you could face a fine of up to £100 for refusing to wear one. But there are some exemptions, like children under 11 or people with breathing difficulties or disabilities will not be required to wear face coverings.